Let's go to James Carafano right now. James, of course, the Heritage Foundation is president, national security, foreign policy. James, we've not seen uprisings like this, for quite some time. And normally, very controlling governments have a way of snuffing them out. You can think of what happened in Hong Kong, what's happened in China, even in the past, what's happened in Cuba. This has a different sense and tone to it. But what do you make of what's happening?
Well, this is the nature of authoritarian regimes. Because they're so tight-lipped on information, they tend to be very fragile, which is you don't really realize they're going to collapse until they do, because even the governments themselves don't know how weak they are. Now, we have to say in this case, Cuba has a very rigorous and powerful security infrastructure, which is very loyal to the government. So the odds of this actually leading to the government stepping down are probably not good. I actually worry that we're going to get a worse outcome here, because what this administration will do is say, oh, we have to rush to the aid of the Cuban people. And what that will mean, well, lifting sanctions, doing economic business with Cuba. And the problem with that is everything in Cuba goes through the regime. Every nickel you put into that country, they get a take on. So opening up with Cuba really will just double down on making the regime more powerful.
So what do we do? I mean, we want to encourage it, and obviously you've heard a lot from Cuban exiles and those who fled Cuba back in the 60s, and their children and their grandchildren at this stage who are showing strong support for this movement. But short of sending in troops, what do we do? What can we do?
Right. So I think there's three things that we should just be doing. One is standing with the Cuban people. Unfortunately, this administration, they don't really want to antagonize the left of their party, which actually embraces communism and socialism. They also don't want to lose votes in Florida because it's a swing state. So they're trying to say something to sound like they're pro-Cuban, but not alienate people that love communism. And that's kind of a loser. We need a powerful statement of support for the Cuban people. The second thing is we need to have an honest discussion in this country about socialism and communism. Cuba shows where that happens. We got to have a serious discussion about what does this society really tell us, and should we really be embracing these ideas? And I think the third thing that this administration should be doing is sending out very, very clear signals that we will hold this regime accountable. People are being detained. They might throw people out of the country, start another boat lift. They're obviously oppressing human rights. We should be saying, we're going to investigate. We're going to find out who's doing this stuff. And anybody that tramples on the human rights of a citizen, we're going to hold them accountable. But I don't think we're going to get any of that.
So how does it all end?
I think it ends with this administration actually trying to turn this into an excuse to open up to the Cuban communists. That's how I think it ends.
All right. We'll watch closely, James. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.